Homework problem 6.2, number 5. So I'm using 23 divided by 4 as an example. And for the first two questions that we need to come up with, the answer has to be a whole number with a remainder, which means you need to use something that cannot be divided up, cannot be split. And for the first one, A, we need how many units in one type, and second one is how many groups. So make sure the word problem you give us meets both requirements, 1 and 2. So for the first one, I used marbles. Second one, I use walnuts. You could use marbles for both or walnuts for both, because either of these objects can be divided, can be split. And what I meant is, like, if you have one marble, you cannot cut it and give everybody a portion, a fraction of it. Or if you have one walnut, you cannot really cut it and give everybody a fraction of the one walnut. Okay, so notice that, so 23 marbles and split among 4 children. And notice that when we do division, we are going to have whole number 5, and there's going to be a remainder 3. And notice that 3 marbles. So everybody's going to get 5 marbles. Every child is going to get 5 marbles, but that's 3 marbles left. We cannot, because there's not enough for each child, and we cannot divide each marble into pieces to give them a fraction. So you will have to so the mother Beth, she's gonna keep the 3 marbles to be fair. So notice that this question I gave, how many did each child get? You can see that's how many marbles, which means how many units in one child. Each means in one, so it meets the requirements. One of the requirements, how many units in one. So how many marbles in one child. And the answer is also a remainder 5. Sorry, the quotient 5 with the remainder 3. So this question meets both requirements. Now, in order to come up with how many groups, so what we need to say, instead of saying 4 children, you have to say give 4 to each children. But I changed the question a little bit, so 23 walnuts, and give we put 4 in each package, and so how many friends can get how many friends can get the package, and how many will be left over. So again, we know that we will have the quotient 5 and remainder 3. So 23, put 4 in each package. We can only make 5 packages and 5 packets. And notice that which means she can only give these 5 packets to 5 friends. The 3 walnuts left over are not which are not enough for another packet, and so she will just keep that 3, because otherwise it's not going to be fair to whichever friend that receives that packet. So she wants to be fair and to give, make sure each packet has 4 in there. Okay, so this again has a whole number quotient and remainder. Also, the question asks how many friends can receive the packets. It's not saying how many friends in one something, so it's a how many groups question. Now for C and D, we want the answers to be mixed number. So we have to pick something that can be split, like salt or pizza. We can cut 1 pizza into slices, or 1 pound of salt into a fraction of a pound. And again, we have to do both types, how many units in one and how many groups. So for how many units in one, we're dividing 23 pounds of salt among four families, and how many pounds can we each family? So the word each means in one. So this is like how many units in one group. One family means one group. And notice again, the answer is every family will receive 5 whole pounds. But for the remainder 3 pounds, we can take each of the pound. So the first pound, divide by 4. Each family received 1/4. And second pound, each family received 1/4. The third pound, each family received 1/4. Together, that's 3/4. And so the answer is a mixed number. Now, for how many groups question, so the question I'm gonna ask is how many pizzas can we make? So again, there's no how many pizzas for one student, for each student, or how many pizzas for each something, because I don't have that. So this is how many groups question. But actually the number we given is 4 ounces on each pizza. So we are given 4 units in one, and we're asked how many groups, so we know 4 units in each group, and ask how many groups. Okay, so we have 23 ounces. We're gonna use them to make pizza, because every pizza needs 4 ounces. So again, that means we only have enough to make 5 pizzas, because there are going to be 3 ounces left. After we make 5 pizzas, 3 ounces of sauce left. And that's not enough to make one pizza, because one pizza takes 4 ounces. But we can make a portion of a pizza. So instead of making a whole pizza, we actually can make, we cut this corner off, so we actually can make 3/4 of a pizza using that 3 ounces, those 3 ounces of sauce, to make sure it has the same flavor. And so again, because it takes 4 ounces to make the whole pizza, but if we only have, we only have 3 ounces, that's 3 out of 4. So we can cut that one slice off, so which uses 1 ounce, but we have 3 parts, so that will use the 3 ounces. Okay, so the answer is 5 3/4 of a pizza.